And joining us now to break down this case and the very latest is trial attorney Tommy Pope. And in 1995, he was the lead prosecutor in the case of Susan Smith, a South Carolina woman who was convicted of killing her two small children by rolling her car into a lake with them inside and then telling her husband and police and the public that she had been carjacked. Tommy, welcome to the program. It's good to have you on.
Thank you. Good to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll get back to the Susan Smith case and the comparisons in a minute. But first, I want to ask you about this field trip that the jury took on Friday, because going to the crime scene is somewhat rare. It does happen, of course, but it is very important context for a very complicated case like this one. So I wanted to talk to you about the significance that this will be for the panel taking this trip and getting into the basement where these murders allegedly occurred.
I think crime scene visits are always a little bit tricky. The biggest concern you have is you work so hard to have a jury and one citizen walking down the road saying, you know, burn her or convict her or whatever can taint the jury. And that's always the biggest concern. That's why you saw so much security. But I always try to go to crime scenes too, just to get a feel, because I can stand in front of you and tell you about a situation, but you know, the jurors being there, feeling it, looking out that window, you know, because they have to determine suicide versus suicidal gesture or attempted suicide. So I think dimensionally even, it gives them a feel. And you know, for those that haven't been exposed to it, it's quite unsettling too.
Right. And I mean, just to reset for our audience, the husband comes home and she had sent him to the store just to pick up a medication and pick up dinner to go. It was like a half an hour visit that, you know, everything seemed fine. She had been making a snowman earlier in the day, doing arts and crafts. Everything seemed fine. He goes out, he comes home, the house is quiet. He looks out the window, he sees her after seeing blood in their bedroom and then saying, "Where are the children?" and then finding all three in the basement. So it is a horrific case all across the board. And this trial comes down to intent and state of mind. So I want to play you the argument from both sides for our audience. Let's take a listen.
This was not a woman in the throes of psychosis on January 24th, 2023. This was a woman who acted intentionally, rationally, and swiftly to accomplish a very specific goal: to kill.
This is a woman that did not get the medication, did not get the medical treatment that she so deserved.
Now, Tommy, do you think that Clancy asking her husband to step out and go run errands, does that change the narrative around the case, or does her history of mental health conditions matter more? She had been treated, and she had just been released, I should mention, 19 days before this happened from getting mental health treatment. So, you know, when you take a look at those two things, I'm just curious what you think.
Yeah, I think, you know, as a prosecutor, what we always did when we're dealing with because it's, does the person know legal and moral right from legal and moral wrong? That's called McNaughton standard. Different states may use it a little bit different, but you know, what you're trying to show is she was not so detached from reality, because let's back up a second. Something's got to be wrong for anybody that would commit this type of crime. We've got to own that, you know, much less a mother that would do it to their children. But what the law is looking at is, you know, did you think they were aliens? Were you making an altar to the Lord? You know, all these type things, versus she made a horrible, horrible decision. Mm-hmm. So when you look at things like the husband, you know, saying she was calm, you know, when they talked to her, she sounded a little busy, or the lady at the restaurant saying, you know, she was able to place the order. Mm-hmm. We used to say someone driving and being able to follow traffic lights and things of that nature showed that they were in touch with reality. So you have that on one part, and that's what the prosecution is trying to say. By the same token, you have kind of an odd third factor, that it's almost like the system failed her. You know, we're so adept at mental health things anyway. And, you know, certainly postpartum depression's real, but I guarantee you'll have thousands of viewers that would reach out to you say, I dealt with it, but I never thought about taking my children's life.
Right, and she was on numerous medications. I think the number is over a dozen. She was being treated. She had asked for help, and, you know, she apparently had even told her husband at one point she was having these intrusive thoughts. What did she mean by that? She said at one point, before all this happened, that she was hearing a voice telling her to harm children. Was it her own children? That we don't know. I mean, and as we mentioned at the top, one of the reasons I wanted to have you on the show, you were the lead prosecutor in the trial of Susan Smith, who was convicted of killing her two children in 1995. Different situation. Obviously, I want to state that. But also, I was reading through the recent parole hearing. At Smith's most recent parole hearing, her attorney called her situation about the dangers of untreated mental health issues as a teen that went unchecked that led to horrendous results. Now, the Lindsay Clancy case also is particularly gruesome. It's emotional, and jurors were screened for their views on things like postpartum and mental health. So when we talk about the jury composition and how it shapes one like this, I mean, that obviously is important, but how does that weigh out when you're picking a panel?
I think, you're looking, we were talking about it. Do you want males? Do you want females? But, and again, during the Smith case, even I was contacted numerous times by people that said what I said earlier, I battled this or I battled that, or I was trapped in my marriage, but I never thought about harming my kids. And so what's strange for a jury is, if it's a bad guy, if it's the traditional carjacker, like in Susan Smith, the criminal, it's almost in a weird way, we're more comfortable with that than we are if it's our mother, daughter, because when I left to work every day, my wife was home with our kids, and I never once was concerned about it. And I think it scares us and makes the jurors more likely to assign, mental illness, so you can say why it would never happen to me.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.